Our lesson for the day is all about technical drawings. So for the first lessons in this quarter, we're going to discuss the basic symbols that are related to computer hardware servicing. So what are the learning targets? So we're going to define what is a symbol, the different types of symbols, and the different types of technical drawing, and then the importance of this symbol. So what is a symbol? So a symbol is a mark or a character that is used to represent an object, a function, or a process. So the common symbols that we can encounter when we are dealing with computer hardware servicing are the electrical and then the electronic symbols. So the basic electrical symbols, it represents different components like earth, electrode, cell, battery, source, resistor or resistor, and so on and so forth. So these symbols are used for accurate diagrams and then presenting different types of documents. Electric circuits, whether it's simple or complex, can be described or identified with the use of correct symbols or in many ways. For example, a simple and then the visual way to describe an electrical circuit should be in a form of diagram with the use of electrical symbols. So what are these electrical symbols that I am talking about? Number one is the ground or the earth. So any component, um, it always has its ground or earth. So for example, this is the correct symbol for ground or earth. As you can see, some of our plugs are in three sections. For example, this type of plug. So usually, one type or one part is the positive and then the negative and then the other one is the ground. So that is just for a plug. But then all components have its own ground. Number two is the resistor. So the resistor reduces the current flow and or it simply controls the flow of current. So it is represented in a zigzag squiggles form. Number three is the switch. So as you can see, this is a basic example or simple example of a switch. As you can see, this switch is open, normally open. Number four is what we have is the capacitor. So a capacitor symbol shows two terminals running into plates. So it is described or presented with a curve and then a straight line. This is a capacitor. So usually it is found in electrical boards. The next one is the fuse. So a fuse protects electrical circuits by stopping the flow of current when the intensity of current exceeds as a set value. So this is what your father is always talking about when there are electrical interruption. Um, this type of component or this symbol protects all your electrical appliances when there is a sudden flow or big flow of current or electricity in your household. So this is a fuse. Now, next one is the antenna. So as we know, this is the symbol of or this is the actual symbol of antenna. So it marks a device, a rod or a wire designed to capture radio and then electromagnetic waves. This is usually used by televisions and radios. Inductor. So inductor is also called coil or reactor. So it stores energy in a magnetic field or flux. And then when there is a combination of inductor, we have transformer. So a transformer helps keep the frequency and the reduce tension in an AC circuit. A transformer is also used in converting different types of volts. For example, your power supply may outputs 2 volts, 3 volts, 4 volts. So this transformer is the one who is responsible for the conversion of AC to DC. Motor. So a motor is the device that can transform electrical energy to mechanical energy. So a motor can be found in washing machines, electric fans, and anything that is powered by motor. Source. So source can be um, in electron, a power source, a direct power source, or an AC source. Battery. Battery are represented on a schematic with a pair of disproportionate parallels. So these are the disproportionate parallel lines. So this is a battery. Diode. So a diode um, allows the current to flow in one direction. So it has polarities. And then another type of diode LED. So a diode LED, it is also simply as a diode, but then it displays light or emits light. So as you can see, there is arrows pointing out. It means the diode is giving out light. And then next is we have the electronic symbols. We have the lamp, the lighting in your houses. This is the schematic symbol, lamp. For the lighting, we have wall light, light globe, and then another symbol for switch. We have switch, voltmeter, ammeter. So these components are usually um, displayed in letters. We have different types of switches. We have locking switch, push button switch. This is a wire, and then this is a connected wire, and then different types of capacitor. So this is a capacitor with polarity. So whenever you see a plus sign or negative sign, it is because the component or the symbol indicates a positive and then a negative side. Different types of lines also, and then capacitors, and then different types of resistors, two types of antennas, and then LEDs. So when there are multiple batteries, there's also multiple representation of unproportioned lines. And then another type of supply or source, we have DC supply and then AC supply. And then last is we have the electric bell. So what are the importance of these symbols? So these symbols, it represents data of a diagram, and then it provides clear and accurate measurements, and then displays a flow of process of diagram. That is all. Thank you.